Wisconsin is getting closer to the 2 million vaccine milestone. A police officer at the center of a controversy for a series of fatal shootings on the job says he was violently attacked by protesters. Good afternoon, I'm Stella Porter. Thanks for joining us at 4. Just minutes ago, the Kenosha County District Attorney says he will not file criminal charges. The next time you walk into a Spira's hospital for an elective procedure, you could expect to be screened with thermal imaging. This dramatic video of a car falling off a highway ramp. I'm here in Stevens Point with Spash's esports team. That's when she heard several explosions coming from this house across the street. Marshfield Clinic says they've only received a small number of vaccine doses right now, so they've decided to turn them in to socially distanced candy shoots. It's heavy, it's expensive, and it's not easy to work with. Before you called it pea soup. You can't really see very much on the road, right? Where are you going to want to watch out for that? DHS says to rely on data from the state since they're providing more accurate, up-to-date vaccine stats. They say the best teachers never stop teaching. Retired Wausau School District teacher Kelly Johnson is a prime example of that. When the pandemic hit, most classrooms emptied out, but Johnson's classroom came to life. Her students proving it's never too late to learn something new. Kelly Johnson works as assistant property manager for Island Place Apartments.
I always add /social coordinator because a large portion of my job is the social coordinating and finding activities for the residents.
In March, many of us traded human connection for connection to the internet, but Johnson noticed a disconnect.
Not everybody had email, and not everybody had a device that would allow them to easily use the technology to be able to connect online.
I have 3 sons that live all over the country, different parts of the country, and they like to do, and they have children, so they like to send pictures. I've not been able to do that.
To fix that, Johnson created a socially distanced tech class taught in the lobby. Older neighbors zipping and zooming through computer basics.
You're going to want to hit the X in the upper right-hand corner.
It reminds Johnson of teaching middle school.
They've got a great sense of humor. They're a little bit snarky. They like my corny jokes.
Because of help from the Aging and Disability Resource Center and the Community Foundation, the laptops aren't just loners.
I don't understand everything. I'm having a little problem with Facebook, but I'm not all that interested in Facebook.
Sandra Pearson now getting FaceTime with her family.
I'm looking forward to being more in touch with them.
This arrow right here. I mean, learning is learning no matter how old you are, and I'm just so proud of them to want to continue learning.
Johnson says she's now working to expand the program to rural areas that could benefit from the curriculum she created.
I could hear somebody yelling, "Help, help, help me." I called 911 and told them where I was, and I said, "Somebody's out there yelling for help."
That was the second 911 call made at about 3 a.m. The other from one of the 3 snowmobilers who was able to grab onto the ice shelf and escape from the water.
One of the members of the group was able to call 911, reported that 2 others from his group had gone into open water. The gentleman who called was the last person in line, so he had a little more warning than the other 2.
They paged for a med flight for the other 2 people, but it was too late.
The 2 people that they're worried about, that they figured they were going to be transporting, were deceased.
I mean, they did everything. They took boats out, they took divers out, the fire department got in the water.
Here on Lake Nokomis, there are spots of moving water like this one, where people unfamiliar with the area might not know the ice is thin or non-existent.
I mean, in the summer, we don't let our kids swim that far out because the current's so strong.
Ice conditions can change daily on flowages like this one, and because of warmer temperatures, the trails remain unmarked.
You know, they're not marked because we don't feel they're safe yet. And, you know, when they are marked, you'll know it because you'll see the barrels and our sticks out there.
It just makes me sick that people this had to happen. It's such a beautiful place.
The Department of Natural Resources is taking over the investigation. In Oneida County, Stella Porter, News Channel 7. For most of us, moving can be stressful, but for Kelly Hernandez, this move means a clean slate.
My Bible. It feels good to finally have a place I can call home.
It's the first time Kelly Hernandez has been able to say those words.
Because I thought I would be at that motel for quite a long time.
Trapped by the past, a second chance didn't come easy.
I was homeless for numerous years, jail, prison, treatment. So my life has come a long way.
She's writing a new record.
Finally have the peace and quiet that I'm looking for.
Hey, Tori. Hi, how are you? Good.
A program called Rent Ready helped her get this apartment. Her program sponsor, Tori Bradley, helping her keep it.
Kelly is taking these steps to improve her life for the better and strengthen her life. And it's really an honor to be a witness to that process and to journey alongside her in that process.
And I am so grateful for people that have helped me through the rough times.
Kelly's turning her gratitude into a call to action.
It's a good program. It was easy to do if you want to do the work for it.
Rent Ready is helping back Kelly's rent and helping her get through the first few months smoothly.